This week we are learning chapter 11. This is focusing on adjectives. Our new Latin saying for this week is Sanctus, 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 Dominus Deus Sabaoth. This means holy, 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 Lord God of hosts. It looks pretty long, but the first three words are all the same. So now we're going to get into our vocabulary. Notice up here we have altus, alta, altum. They've written out this word 3 times for us, but it's really just one word with 3 different forms. Just like the rest of these, you could write out all of these the same way that this first one is written out. So you could write bonus, bona, bonum, but they don't do that every time. They just wanted to show you on the very first one. And this is very similar to how we have done nouns in the past. You might have seen, like if you remember bellum, belly, there would be a -I after the word, and that is because it was the genitive form. Well, these are going to be the masculine form, feminine form, and the neuter form. We'll get to that in a second. But let's go through our vocabulary. So first we have altus, and on the quiz, you just have to put the first one. You don't have to put all 3. So altus means high or deep. We get the word altitude from this, which is like height. Usually it's referring to height in comparison to the ground or to sea level. Bonus, which means good. We get the word boon from this, and that boon is something that is beneficial or helpful. But really, we also get lots of words from these adjectives. We get the word bonus from the word bonus. There are a lot of words in English that have that come from Latin adjectives. So a lot of derivatives are possible. These are certainly not the only derivatives. We also have longus, meaning long. That should be easy to remember. Longitude and latitude are the things on the map, like on a globe, that make they're the long lines. Some that go across, some that go up and down. The longitude, I believe, go up and down. And they're just a way of helping us map, like tell where we are on the world map. Magnus, meaning large or great. We get the word magnify from this. We probably get a lot of words from this, like magnificent, magnitude, lots of things. Malus, meaning bad. We get dismal or malice from this. We get a lot of things from this too, like malicious. You might have heard of Maleficent, who is an evil queen in one of the Disney princess movies. I think it's Sleeping Beauty. And so her name comes from this word too. Multus, meaning much or many. We have multitude. We also get multiply, multi, lots of things. Parvus, meaning small. We don't have any derivatives for this one. Plenus, full, like plentiful or plenty. Sanctus, holy or sacred. So we have sanctify. There are plenty of words we get from this one too. Tutus, meaning safe. So these are our new vocabulary words. Now let's look down here at our grammar forms. Notice these endings. We have the masculine endings, feminine endings, and neuter endings, all in the singular. We'll get to the plural next week. But these are nothing new. None of these endings are new to us because the adjective can change its ending based on the noun that it modifies. So notice this is one word, bonus. Bonus can be masculine, it can be feminine, it can be neuter. Now remember, nouns can only be one thing. So if we had, say for example, the word donum, donum is a neuter noun, so it can only take neuter endings. But any adjective can take any ending, any gender. It just depends on the noun that it modifies. So again, these are not new endings. These are the same endings as the ones that we've learned in the past. If you think about the second declension masculine endings for nouns, us, I, o, o, that's exactly the same as what we have written here. Same with feminine, same with neuter. These are not new endings. And that is because the endings are going to be the same as the endings on the noun. That is almost always true in Latin. The adjective ending is going to have the same ending as the noun that it modifies. And we'll see some examples of that over here. Now at the top, we have our phrases and sayings, and I'll put the answers to this on Teams. But then for part B, grammar. Number 1, an adjective is a word that modifies a noun or pronoun. And to modify basically means that they go together. An adjective that describes a noun or a pronoun. So like if you had, say for example, the word donum, meaning gift, if you said bonum donum, you would be saying good gift. And good would be modifying gift because it's talking about what kind of gift. So it's a good gift. So that means it's modifying. Number 2, adjectives can change their endings to agree with nouns they modify. So adjectives can change their endings to agree with the nouns that they modify. Meaning, if a noun is feminine, then we want to change the ending of any of these adjectives to make sure that it has the same feminine ending. And of course, the ending can be in the nominative case, genitive, dative, accusative. It can be any of these cases. It can also be plural, and we'll get to the plural ones next week. But for now, we're just going to focus on singular. So let's do a couple of translation. Number 1, parvum debitum. And another thing about Latin is that the word order does not necessarily matter. And I think we've seen that before. But that means that the adjective, so in English, adjectives always come right before the noun that they modify, like good gift. But in Latin, that is not necessarily true. They do not have to come before the noun. The adjective can come anywhere in the sentence. So we have to look at the endings to see whether it modifies the noun that it's closest to. So number 1, parvum debitum, these have the same endings. So debitum means debt or sin, if you recall, and parvum is one of our new words. It's going to come from parvus, meaning small. So number 1, the translation is small debt or small sin. So notice how debitum ended in so it is a neuter noun, but parvus, we just changed the ending so that it matched the neuter, either the nominative or accusative ending for debitum. Number 2, frumentum plenum, and here's an example where the adjective does not come right before the noun. Frumentum means grain. Frumentum is the noun. Plenum is the adjective, and if we look over here, from plenus, we have full. So frumentum plenum, grain, full. This is going to be, in English, we're going to translate this as full grain. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's what it means. Number 3, vita bona. Vita means life. Bona means good. I think that means life. I should double check that. But I think it means life. We'll have to look at the answers when I post them. But life and good. Bona, see, bona comes from bonus. Bona, bonum, good. So vita bona means good life. So bonum or bonus took the feminine form bona because of vita. Vita is feminine. Same with number 4, memoria mala. Mala is taking the feminine form of memoria, meaning bad memory. So go through all of these and do all of these on your own. I don't think they're too difficult. Let me know if you have any questions, and I also will post the answers to the derivatives. So all of these answers will be on Teams.